From the cunning draft day coup that secured Dirk Nowitzki, to Rasheed Wallace's outspoken critique triggering a swing trade, to the seismic shift of Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal's tumultuous parting, we bring you the most shocking NBA trades. In the 1998 NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks were determined to acquire Robert Tractor Traylor and went to great lengths to secure him. They arranged a trade with the Dallas Mavericks, offering the number 9 and 19 picks in exchange for moving up 3 spots to select Traylor at 6th overall. Anticipating the Bucks' interest in Traylor, Dallas orchestrated a brilliant maneuver. Recognizing that Dirk Nowitzki would still be available at 9, the Mavericks bundled Pat Garrity with a 1999 first-round pick to acquire third-year point guard Steve Nash from the Phoenix Suns. This strategic move is regarded as one of the most remarkable draft day coups in NBA history. Even though Nash eventually returned to Phoenix by the time the Mavericks clinched the title with Nowitzki in 2011. Despite the Bucks insisting that they never intended to select Nowitzki, given that Dallas would have chosen him 6th regardless, it offers little consolation considering they unwittingly became part of a scheme that secured 2 future Hall of Famers. Now fast forward to February 19, 2004, and the NBA witnessed a trade triggered by more than just player dynamics. In a candid interview with the Oregonian in December 2003, Rasheed Wallace, the star player for the Portland Trail Blazers, criticized the NBA's power dynamics, particularly addressing what he perceived as exploitation by white team owners against black players. He pointed to Commissioner David Stern's substantial salary, which he claimed exceeded that of more than 3/4 of the players in the game, as evidence of this imbalance. Wallace's outspoken remarks, coupled with other incidents like a record-breaking 41 technical fouls, a 7-game suspension for threatening referee Tim Donaghy, and a misdemeanor marijuana possession charge, drew a swift and stern response from Commissioner Stern. In an official league statement, Stern dismissed Wallace's comments as hateful diatribe and declined to engage in a public debate, refusing to grant further attention to what he perceived as Wallace's sense of deprivation. Rather than sparking a meaningful conversation about the issues Wallace raised, the media narrative predominantly sided with Stern. In response to the controversy, the Blazers packaged Wallace's comments along with his on-court incidents and off-court issues, trading him to the Atlanta Hawks in February 2004. The Hawks, in a 3-team deal, sent Dan Dickau and the $25.6 million owed to Theo Ratliff and Sharif Abdul-Rahim for the 2004-2005 season to Portland in exchange for the expiring contracts of Wallace and Wesley Person. Wallace played just 1 game for the Hawks before being swiftly traded to the Detroit Pistons 10 days later. The 3-team deal ultimately cost the Pistons 4 players from the end of their bench to 2 first-round picks, 1 to Atlanta and 1 to Boston. In Detroit, Wallace found success, raising the Larry O'Brien Trophy in his first season with the Pistons. He continued to make significant contributions, returning to the finals the following year and reaching the conference finals in his 5 seasons with the team, solidifying his legacy as an underrated star. In the ever-evolving drama of NBA trades, the seismic shifts continued on July 14, 2004, when the Lakers faced a crossroads. The dynamic between Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal reached a breaking point during the tumultuous 2003-2004 season. Openly exchanging barbs through the media, their relationship deteriorated further when Bryant faced charges of sexual assault. Despite reaching the finals in 2004, O'Neal sought a trade after Lakers owner Jerry Buss favored Bryant in the free agency and refused to meet O'Neal's contract demands. A proposed deal that would have sent a 25-year-old Dirk Nowitzki to the Lakers for O'Neal was rejected by Dallas. Instead, O'Neal joined the Miami Heat in exchange for a 2006 first-round pick, a 2007 second-rounder, and players Caron Butler, Brian Grant, and Lamar Odom. Unfortunately, Odom and company failed to make a significant impact in their first season as Bryant's supporting cast, missing the playoff. The reactions to the trade were diverse, influenced by whether a team was gaining or losing O'Neal. Heat guard Eddie Jones expressed his astonishment, stating, "I never imagined that we would acquire Shaquille O'Neal. It's a once-in-a-lifetime trying to get a player like this guy. It's an unbelievable move." In reflection on the aftermath, Lakers guard Derek Fisher revealed, "I don't think that when the season was over, Shaq was really that adamant about leaving. He obviously was disappointed like all of us were, but that changed when the lines were clearly drawn that it wasn't his team and it was all about Kobe, and that he'll have to take a back seat. I think at that point Shaq washed his hands of the Lakers. In O'Neal's inaugural season with the Heat, paired with Dwayne Wade, the team reached Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals. They secured the championship the following year, defeating Dirk Nowitzki's Mavericks in the 6-game 2006 Finals. Moving through NBA history, we arrive on July 31st, 2007, a pivotal moment for Kevin Garnett and the Minnesota Timberwolves, ending Garnett's long-standing loyalty to the team. After enduring 3 consecutive lottery campaigns, Garnett finally agreed to a trade, signaling a major shift in his career. As the Timberwolves entered a rebuilding phase, several teams, including the Suns, Lakers, and Celtics, vied for the chance to acquire Garnett and secure a lucrative contract extension for the star player. The Suns' reluctance to part ways with Amari Stoudemire, contract disputes with Shawn Marion, and Steve Nash's candid revelation that Garnett would need to accept a pay cut hindered Phoenix's pursuit. The Lakers, confident in a deal centered around Andrew Bynum and Lamar Odom, believed they had a handshake agreement. However, a surprising twist unfolded as Kobe Bryant failed to respond to Garnett's phone calls. Meanwhile, Kevin McHale, the former Boston Celtics star turned Timberwolves GM, strategically steered Timberwolves owner Glenn Taylor towards a deal with his old team. In a surprising turn of events, Celtics GM Danny Ainge, another former teammate of McHale, presented an enticing offer to Minnesota. The deal included Al Jefferson, Gerald Green, Ryan Gomes, Sebastian Telfair, Theo Ratliff's expiring contract, and a pair of first-round picks in 2009. Initially hesitant to join a Celtics team that had won only 24 games the previous season, Garnett's perspective shifted with a draft day acquisition of Ray Allen. The trio of Garnett, Allen, and Paul Pierce formed the core of a Celtics team that defied expectations, clinching an NBA title in their inaugural season together. The Celtics continued their success, coming close to another championships in 2010. In the summer of July 10, 2010, the NBA landscape shifted once again, this time with King James, LeBron James, at the center. King James made a groundbreaking decision to leave the Cleveland Cavaliers and join forces with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami. Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert's public reaction to James' departure was laced with disappointment and frustration, making it surprising that he ultimately facilitated a sign-and-trade deal. Understanding that LeBron was destined for Miami, the Cavaliers, with cooler heads prevailing, opted for a sign-and-trade agreement, salvaging a decent haul of draft picks from the transaction. In exchange for the departure of their beloved star, the Cavaliers received 2 first-round draft picks and the right to swap picks in 2012. While the draft assets did not immediately translate into success for the Cavaliers, the Miami Heat reaped the deal's benefits. The trio of James, Wade, and Bosh propelled the Heat to 4 consecutive NBA Finals appearances, securing 2 championships in the process. The trade marked a poignant moment in NBA history as Cleveland bid farewell to his prodigal son LeBron James, and Miami embarked on a journey that would etch their names in the annals of basketball glory. Our journey through blockbuster NBA trades concludes on July 6, 2019, with the saga of Anthony Davis. A perennial all-star, Davis expressed his desire to leave the New Orleans Pelicans despite having 18 months left before becoming an unrestricted free agent. He really was adamant that he wanted to don the purple and gold of the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers and the Boston Celtics emerged as frontrunners in the race to acquire Davis. But the Celtics' bid was delayed until the summer. The Pelicans, willing to wait, saw a potential obstacle when Davis's agent, Rich Paul, stated that his client would not commit to re-signing with Boston in 2020. Rich Paul's declaration added a sense of urgency to the proceedings. The Pelicans, however, orchestrated a deal with the Lakers before Boston could make its move. The Lakers, eager to pair Davis with LeBron James, offered a substantial package: Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, 3 first-round draft picks, and the right to swap first-round picks in 2023. The deal evolved into a 4-team trade benefiting the Lakers and the Pelicans. Undeterred by the cost, the Lakers reaped immediate benefits and rewards as they clinched the NBA championship in Davis's inaugural season with the team. Do you agree that the NBA trades are a testament to the unpredictable nature of player negotiations and team dynamics? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, as always, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.